Thursday, the 20th of July, 2017. Welcome to the program, everyone. This is Business Morning, live to you from Channel's global headquarters. I am Bosun on the program today. Let's get started, shall we? Let's move on quickly and look at Nigeria's new national oil policy. Buhari's administration approves new 100-page national oil policy. After 10 years. This is the first review since 2007 when the country did the last review. Meantime, they're going to explain what happened yesterday at the Federal Executive Cabinet meeting. The Junior Oil Minister, Dr. Ebe Akachiko, says the new national oil policy captures the reorganization of the National Petroleum Corporation, called the NNPC, for efficiency and accountability, and also discusses or holds what the status of Niger Delta will be moving forward, and also focuses on stability and consistency. Part of the focus of the new 100-page document has to do with the crude oil pricing regime, as well as the crude sales and long-term contracting arrangement with international oil buyers against the current system that is called a systemic contracting, as well as the refining processing environment. If it's 100 pages, then it has a lot in there for everyone who may be interested to look through what Nigeria's new national oil policy is all about. Going back to the issue around the refineries, the Deputy Oil Minister, Dr. Kachiko, says that each of the 4 refineries will be repaired by the individual companies that built those refineries. He told journalists at the end of the Federal Executive Council meeting that there's no sale nor concession of the refineries, but this is a financing scheme in which the original oil companies that built those refineries will be asked to come back and repair those refineries. That's what we have right now. So a sale or concession or for the repairs or upgrading of the 4 national refineries, 2 in Delta State, 1 in Port Harcourt and 1 in Kaduna, will not be for concession or for sale, but will be the original builders to come back and put them back on stream. Let's get on to a very interesting story around Nigeria's housing deficit. 700 million is what the figure is, and what we need to spend runs into trillions of naira. But this agency called the Nigeria Mortgage Refinancing Company, set up in the final days of just before the last administration left office, called the NMRC, is now rolling out its second bond flotation. That will be 20 billion, according to the head of the organization, and that will be affordable housing finance bond. That flotation should be in this quarter, the 3rd quarter of 2017. That was the news out yesterday. The NMRC says it's also planning another 2 billion naira sukuk bond. That's what we call the Islamic finance bond, which already has approval of the Sharia board, and expecting approval also from the Securities and Exchange Commission. If that is approved by the SEC, it's going to be the first sukuk bond targeting housing finance for poor Nigerians, or lower-income Nigerians, I beg your pardon, low-income Nigerians, no, not poor Nigerians, low-income Nigerians, if that comes true. In total, the NMRC says it has 440 billion bond issuance program. If you remember, last September, NMRC floated its first bond program on FMDQ OTC Securities Exchange, the first of such in Nigeria's history. Now, it's out of that 440 is where you find the new 20 billion that is now being floated, and we'll see that being listed, of course, perhaps this quarter as being rolled out. Meantime, the NMRC Chief Professor Ian Getty says we now have a way of creating new mortgages through the warehouse fund, which will pre-finance mortgages for Nigerians. That's something you need to keep your eyes on as well. And we're getting more good news from the banks as the country's foreign exchange liquidity position continues to improve. More banks are now raising spending limits for those of you who are traveling overseas and using your Naira card to purchase goods and get services. You want to stay in hotels, you want to pay for any other services where you're abroad, not the dollar card, but the Naira card. UBA and First Bank has joined the list of the banks now increasing the monthly limit of what you can spend. Of course, we all got serious haircuts over about a year ago to $100. Now that has been increased by the banks on their own. As each bank sees the liquidity improve, they also increase that. So now for UBA, says it has increased the limit from $100 per month to $2,000 US. So you can spend, if you got a Naira in your Naira card and you travel overseas, you can spend up to $2,000 a month on your Naira card for your prepaid and debit card. Let's move on. First Bank is raising its own Naira MasterCard, Naira prepaid and Naira credit card limit to $1,100 per month. But says for its customers using the First Bank card in the United Arab Emirates and China, the monthly limit is $250 if you're using the card on the POS, doing online transactions, whether you're buying things on Amazon or Jumia, whatever you're doing. Okay, that's some money there for you to spend here for you. But let's get into some headlines making the rounds. The current earnings season is kicking off in full swing, and we expect that to continue from this week till next. It's going to be a lot more next week. Wema Bank yesterday, a Tier 2 listed lender, reported its first 6 months 2017 earnings jump, with gross earnings up 25.17%. That's the numbers we got this morning. Interest income also up 25.84%. Non-interest income was 21.92% better in the first 6 months of 2017. And pre-tax profit, that's profit before tax, up 10% year on year. That is first half 2017 versus 2016 first half. That's the numbers from Wema Bank PLC. And then you got a non-bank earnings for the 2016 full year for Presco. Presco is an agro-allied